All right, guys, this is Tony with Southern Style. I got my door off the hinges. I'm gonna strip it down and get it painted, but we're still doing countertops. I put a little kitchenette down here. I'm just plumbing it. I'm not gonna put a sink in it, but when the people, whoever buys this house, they can put a sink in it. But I've got this butcher block countertop for down here, so I'm going to go ahead and try to video a little bit of this. I'm gonna have you in here with me. As you can tell, it's too long. So I've got it squared against the wall. When I say that, I measured the distance back here of that trim, and I've got it pretty squared against the wall. So if you look right here, you can see everybody, I don't care who you are, your walls are like that. I don't care what you do for a living, how great your life is, how expensive your house is, your walls are not gonna be perfect. So I've got my big framing square here, and what I've done, I've already made one measurement to just verify that, you know, how far where I needed my tape. So I'm gonna set you here for a second, set this up. What you do is you want to take this framing square, I want it right up against that. Now I know right now you're going, well, you just said it's not square, and I know it's not square, but what I can do is I can go up here and I'll show it to you. You know, there's my framing square against the wall. You know, in theory, that would square out, look beautiful, right? And I know that it's not perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it, hook it to the end of hook it down there, bam, it's on the end of that, right? I had to grab the junky tape measure, right? Hook it on there, lay it down here, and I'm gonna measure. And right there, if you look at it, it looks like it's right at 5/8. So what I want to do, what was that? Was it 70 and 5/8? I want to go back here to the back of the board. It's a little harder when you're by yourself, especially if you grab the junky tape measure you have. You want to take it and you want to see how close you're square on your wall here, and see it's bigger than that. It's like 3/4. So you know that I got it pulled against it here, so that's right. And we're 3/4. So we're about an 1/8, between an 1/8. Actually, it might be closer to, depends on how you look at it, I guess. It's some 16th. Like a 13/16. Okay, 70 and 13/16. So what we want to do is we want to come out here and do this one 70 and 13/16. We know that wall is not square. We're going to get as close as we can with this end. Going to make it appear to be fairly square. So you want to put this up here tight like you had it. Go down here. And then what I want to do is I want to get right on top of it. I want to set it roughly 13/16. Okay. So that's it right there. Okay. What I want to do now is I want to take this, pull it out just a little bit. Give me some extra stuff here, because this is one of those cool locking ones. I want to touch that wall with it now, okay? If I touch that wall, 70 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/16. 71 and 5/16. You see it? I'll get you around here like I am. Roughly 5/16. All right, and then this one here was from this wall. 70. It's like 15/16. So I'm gonna go back to 7/8. So let's do it 77/8. So I'm gonna take a 16th off over here. Let's say 70. Yeah, 70, right? Yes. It's 70 and 7/8. So I want to go over here and touch the wall here, and I want to do, what did they say, 16th off? So I want to do 71 1/4 on this side. Okay. So what I want to do now, I'm gonna flip my tape measure around. Since I've got 70 and 7/8 and 71 1/4. And that's this right here. That's that gap right there. So we're gonna take the tape measure around this way. We've got our measurement. We're gonna make our end square at. Do it this way. And you can double check your square, or I think you would be able to. I would think this would work the same. I would be able to take and go 25 and an eighth. Go over here for a second. I'm gonna go over here and see if that's 25 and an eighth. Yes. So, yes. Okay. All right. So what I say this one was? This is 71 and a quarter on this outside. So I'll do 71 and a quarter. I know you're really not paying attention because I've got you down there on the ground. Okay, so I want to set this up like this. Right here, take it over that edge, catch it, make sure it's on there good. All right, so now I gotta find my marker. Where did I get that? And I'll put it in here. Do you see it? If you see it, say there it is. Oh, come on. I looked in here a while ago because I was getting loaded and everything upstairs. All right, damn it, I got it. All right, so what I want to do is 71 and a quarter, which is right here. 71 and a quarter. And then back there, I want to do 70 and 7/8. So I want to take and put this on the back side. My camera works when I'm using one hand and using my brain at the same time. My camera doesn't do all that great. That's my camera's fault, not mine. All right, so man, next time y'all remind me, this thing was jagged. It's all backed up and swirling. All right, that's it right there. 70 and 7/8. So, did I say 70 and 7/8? Is that right? Roughly right there. That looks good to me. So 70 and 7/8. All right, so now you would think we just want to draw a straight line, but that's not what you want to do. I'm going to show you what I would do. All right, so I'm gonna set you up here. You kind of watch it from a horrible angle. And maybe might not learn anything, but you can watch me do this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a piece of tape, lay it right on the edge down here. Okay. I want it straight on this edge. I'll make sure I get it as close as I can to the actual edge. Okay. That piece. Alright. I'm gonna do it like that. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my marker, because I know that it's gonna be kind of funky. We'll sit it down like this. Nope, not gonna work. Marker's not wide enough. So I'm gonna take this piece here, and I'm just gonna draw with it. Just like that. And if you see me do it, that's what I want. So now that's my angle. If you see it, that's how the cut needs to be. See how much wider it is to here to here? Okay. So then I'm going to take that and I want to put this end on this mark. So I need to make sure that mark goes all the way out, and then we'll put the other end on that mark. And in theory, if I don't mess it up too bad, I should look pretty close. You know, maybe. So I want to start with this one, dead up on that one, right there. And I want to take this one and in hopes that I can do this way. What? No. Alright, so that should be, in theory, that should be mark I need to cut. It may be a little wigglies, but I can always make a couple measurements and make sure this is right. As long as I'm right on this end and right on that end, I'll take a sander in the middle. I don't care. So I can take this, and it was roughly a quarter, which is an eighth is close enough. Between an eighth and a quarter, I'm happy with that. And This one here was 7/8. I'm happy with that. Okay. So now what I got to do is I'm going to set this I got a jigsaw I'm going to use on this one. I usually use, I got the proper saws a lot of times, but not today. I'm going to run upstairs and take y'all with me as I go get that table that I used for the other countertop, so I can bring it down here and set it up to cut this one. So we'll take you on a walk real quick and kind of see this house. It's coming along. The outside, I'm forming up for concrete. I'm going to be pouring concrete in a couple days. I've got my forms. They're not set perfect. I'm going to raise them just a little bit so I can get a little deeper concrete on them, because I'm not tearing these sidewalks out. These sidewalks I can pour over them. They don't have lines in them, not cracked. That's just chipping on the top. They're pretty solid. So I'm going to actually we'll take that form out up there, widen it up over here, and make this sidewalk just a little bit bigger. And then because they have a minimum on your concrete when you order it now, so it really kind of messes with you. They've always had a minimum, but now it's like 4 or 6 yards. I measured for like 3 inches, 2.5 inches to 3 inches of concrete over top of this old sidewalk, but I'm gonna raise it up to where the whole 2x4 is above it, and it's gonna put 4 inches on top of this. This isn't cracked, it's just like filled in. I think it's like concrete blocks that they filled in concrete on them, so it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna raise this up now. This is the height of the porch. I'm not gonna raise it up any, but it'll make this step a little shorter going onto it, but it'll look good. I mean, better than what's here. It's pretty sad on the front. At least it went and picked up all my landscaping materials. We're gonna do that black stuff that kind of looks like you put it in the ground, looks like a hose on top of it. And that's what I'm gonna put on the countertop, or the landscaping stuff. So let me sit you here for a second while I fold this table up. And after I fold the table up, we'll pack it down there, set the other countertop upon this table, and cut that countertop. Only reason why we're not doing the handles that I said I was going to do, and I moved straight onto that countertop, is that the handles aren't dry. I painted them, all the door handles and stuff. The old ones that I wanted to use, I painted them all, so I sanded them a while ago and painted them again. So just trying to make them as nice as possible. Put a good finish on them. All right, we'll go for a walk again. Check this out. I don't know if I showed it to you, but when I done this vent, I went down in there and painted back in the back side of that vent. I took it open, painted all that ductwork and stuff, so it's black. So it looks really nice when you look over it. That really helped it quite a bit when you're looking down walking over that vent. It just looked bad with it being, rusty. Little things like that really make a difference when you're messing with stuff. It's a beautiful neighborhood. That house just went up for sale. I think they put it up for sale. I think they know we're getting close to putting ours up for sale. So I think a lot of the neighborhood is trying to get the biggest bang for their buck. This house was the eyesore. When we bought it, it was trashed. And now you come up here and this house is, all new. So it's going to help everybody else sell. It doesn't help their value very much, but it helps it sell. And nobody wants to live next to that people that, like on that Zillow commercial. You come out there to their house and you're like, they're burning the tree down beside you, Nobody wants to live next to them people. But these people weren't that way. They just was older and couldn't take care of it. But all right, let's see here. I'm just trying to see if I can set you right here for a minute while I set this up. Stay. Don't move. You stay right there. Now, all right, we'll set this up. So I can put this countertop on this. Now I bought special. When you buy your jigsaw blades, you can buy blades that cut up and blades that cut down. I'll show them to you. So I bought some blades that cut down. The reason why is because I knew I was cutting this countertop. I don't care what kind of countertop, whether it's from mica or whatever you got, when you cut it, you're gonna have to have some blades that cut down if you're cutting from the top, okay? So I'm gonna show them to you real quick. These are the blades right here. And if you look at them, the teeth, get real close. Well, there you are. See the teeth point towards the tip. So whenever it cuts away from the top. That'll be really, really helpful in a minute. I'm gonna give you a stand sometime. All right, I'm gonna set you up here for a second while I move this. And you can kind of, if you watch some of it, great. If you don't, we just will just move this real quick. This countertop off, and then set it over here, and then we'll cut it. Then after we cut it off, then we will come back to the setup. This is another one of those countertops that I got. I was telling you that I got a good deal on. Let's see if I can set you. Find somewhere to set you right. We're gonna set you right here again. Let's see. You still videoing? Yeah, sure. Maybe I'll sit right here like this. Up. Slow down. Slow your roll. Okay. All right. This is another one of those countertops. I was talking about them the other day, or earlier in the video, in another video. I went to Lowe's. They had their countertops damaged, and so I, smart, thrifty guy I am, I took it. When I went in there, I was like, they're scratched up. Give me a deal. And they did. So on the bottom of these, they're scratched off pieces. So, all right, let's change out. Let me see how this changes on this. I think this is a little cheapo, but I think it's pulled like that, and you do. It's that easy. So what do I do with those blades I just showed to you? Do you see them anywhere? Oh, there they are. All right. So, I think I get $100 for this countertop. I'm telling you, you can't beat the price that I got for this stuff from Lowe's. And it was, I walked in there and I was like, I went to the lady in the back. She was like, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yes, let's go look at the countertops." And I went back there and she said, "I really like that color." I said, "But look at all the damaged ones." And she was like, "You're right, they're damaged, So I told her, I said, "Man, is there any way possible?" I said, "If I buy them, I said, will they give me a discount?" And she was like, "I don't see why they wouldn't, All right, let's see if those stay in there. I think they will. These might be a little different. They don't look like it's all been tight. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's how it works. I think that's staying in now. All right. So that you know what I'm doing, I know you can kind of see me. I'm going to cut in so far on both ends. The reason why I'm doing that is I want to go ahead and I want to cut in so that if it does decide to chip or break, it doesn't break off on the end. I don't care if it breaks off on the back as much as the front, because as long as it breaks off on the back, it'll be hidden with the wall. I'll do that once. plate combination whenever I put this countertop when I cut out my sink upstairs. So let's see how close I was. Like I said before, if it's off a little bit, it's not going to hurt fellas because I've got a sander, a big, like a belt sander, and I can take it and sand it right up, so it doesn't bother me at all. Let y'all see it from here. Let y'all see my mistakes if I mess it up, right? As long as it fits in this spot, it doesn't stick out too far, I'm happy with it. Because see, these cabinets are installed. Just real tight. Real tight. It's kind of holding out better than that. I mean, you know what you are, right? You can't change that. So, you know, do I push it in there? And then just be happy that it is perfect. I mean, come on, guys. You gotta see it. You gotta get up here. I swear, I'm just gonna, mark it down. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's got a very, very minute gap on it. I mean, this is beautiful back in here in this corner. Look at it. Look, you thought I measured it, right? I did measure it. I mean, come on. Make sure this door still works. I don't put a little pressure on it. Boom, baby. Shakalaka. I love it. Now when you come down here, check that out. Measure 7,000 times, cut once. That's what it's gonna look like. Now they could put don't get me wrong, they could fish that. You could put a box back down here, whatever, electric. I didn't put any electric there because I planned on, I don't know what I planned on. But anyways, if they want to, they could always put like a little, like a trash can or something like that underneath there. That's the way I'm gonna look at it. I'm not gonna take and be like, y'all can take it apart and do this. No, you wanna put trash can there? Put trash can there. All right, only thing I gotta do is, I'm gonna you've already seen me do it. I'm gonna take my pocket jig, right here is a board. I'm gonna take and put me a couple screws in, one right there in the corner, probably won't do nothing here, just right there. And then I'll go underneath here and I'll put my screws in the top. It's from underneath. If you ever buy these cabinets, you get them at the Lowe's or whatever. They got these plastic pieces on the corner and there's a spot in the middle. That's where you put your screw in to hold your countertop on. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out real quick and I'm done. It's just that easy. I mean, this in here don't need no nothing. I just put it on there and move on. So y'all seen it. I tell you what I can do. I'm gonna show you something else that's pretty cool since we're here, and that's this jig right here. If you've ever want to do cabinets, order one of these off the Amazon. All right, this is how the cabinet people do it. Right here's my door handles. All right, one for that one for that drawer, and then I've got 3 of these right here. Okay, that drawer handle is going to go right here in the center. Well, you take this doodad right here, you find out which one it is. So you take this, you set it on here, and you figure out what holes. See, that one's a big wide one, so it's going to be the very outside holes. Okay, all right, and then you just take it, you slide it down on here, and you mark the holes, the center of the door, the center this way. It's probably going to be that one and this one over here. I'll mark them, drill them, and then this will go right on the front. And that's what that's made for. If you've never had one and you are going to decide to do your own cabinets, that thing was like $8. And that's how you get your door handles on straight. And like these here, right here for these things, that's what this one's for. You pick out a spot that you like on this, you put it right here like this, and you drill the hole. You just go, okay, I'm gonna put it in that one. Bam, it's in there. It's that easy. It is so easy to do right there, see? These are lifesavers. If you're gonna do cabinets and you're gonna put any new hardware on them, buy that. Save yourself the headache, because I've seen people put them on crooked, you know. So I appreciate you watching my video. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna knock this out off video, then I'll come back and do a short of it installed. And even I've got to cut this toe kick for this one, and I bought that for the toe kick. That's actually supposed to be a backsplash for this countertop, so that you can cut it short and cover it up. But I'm not gonna do that. I like it like this. I'm gonna probably put me a couple shelves up here for the people. Whoever buys it, maybe, maybe not. I'm happy with it like this. But like I said, like and subscribe, guys. I appreciate you watching my videos, and I'll give you another one here in a minute. I'll do another one so they ain't really long, and y'all can watch the other one. All right, guys, have a good one.